Smoke a cigarette, you know it's killing you, right? Can you say you love yourself? You can say you love yourself. Really think about that. If you knew running in the middle of the street was gonna get you hit by a car, you out in the middle of the street playing with traffic, somebody come to you and say, man, do you love yourself? You're gonna say, I love myself. Not because you know it would do what? It's gonna kill you. You see what I'm saying? So that cigarette, what is it gonna do to you? It's gonna kill you. So what you're doing, right? Leviticus 19 and 18 I wanna start with, right? The problem is our people don't love themselves. You see what I'm saying? You don't value your own life because what you're doing is you're slowly killing yourself. You see what I'm saying? And we're not telling you it's wrong to have problems, right? Or it's wrong to want joy in your life or to look for some sort of ease in life. But the Bible provides that, not that cigarette. You follow what I'm saying? Just like you want to pay in traffic, you shouldn't be playing around with those cigarettes. Read this.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You should love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, question I got for you is, how can you love somebody else and you don't love yourself? If you're willing to play in traffic with your life, how are you going to tell somebody else anything that's going to be beneficial to them? You can not hold on, wait, answer mine, then I'll come with yours. That's how we're gonna do it. So I asked you a question, you avoided it. You tried to dodge that thing. Answer to me how you can teach somebody how to love themselves if you don't love yourself. Explain that to me. It's not possible. You see what I'm saying? Do you have kids? You do, right? So with your kids, your job was to teach them how to love themselves. But if you smoking cigarettes, do you drink? Okay, good, right? The things that you're supposed to be teaching them is not to smoke. Value your body. They don't smoke, but you do. You do. So what they get from you is, we could commit slow suicide. That's what they get from you. Because they're looking at you. They still looking at you. Do they live with you? They don't, okay. But when they visit you, they thinking to themselves, look at what mama's doing. So when I get mama's age, I'm gonna do what mama's doing. That's what your kids is doing. They still following you. Whether you believe that or not. Whether you believe it or not, sis, it's okay, I'm telling you the truth. Right? Whether you believe it or not. Read it again.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You're supposed to love your neighbor, right? Your children, the people around you, as you love yourself. And when I see somebody with a cigarette, I see someone who hates themselves. That's what I'm looking at. Because you know on the package, it got a warning label right there on the package, right? You got a pack of cigarettes on you right now? Okay, on the packet of cigarettes, it tell you warning, right? Surgeon General warning. It say may cause lung cancer, correct? So you read that and you say, I'm gonna smoke it anyway. That's hatred. We're trying to teach you how to love yourself. Go to Deuteronomy 28:65. The reason you smoking, sis, the real reason you smoking is it stress? A lot of it, right? That's typically what our people are going through. I used to smoke. So I'm telling you this as somebody who put down the cigarettes, who put down the weed. I'm telling you as somebody who's been in a position. You smoking that cigarette thinking it'll alleviate some of the stress. That's your thought process. But look at where stress comes from. I'm going to read to you where stress comes from in the Bible. Deuteronomy 28:65.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 65.
It's crazy. Everything is in the Bible, sis. When you turn to this, you find comfort. Verse 65.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
So God said, among these other nations, you will find no ease. You probably live your whole life going through hell. Having to travel back and forth, raise them kids, go through all types of things. God said, among these nations, you will have no ease. Because we choose not to serve God. Rather than put the cigarette down and turn back to God, we stick with the cigarette over God. Read.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
The only reason the sole of your feet got rest right now is because you're in a chair, right? If not, you'll be walking. God said the sole of your feet would not have rest. You see how people jumping on buses, running back and forth through here? God said you're going to go through all types of oppression. Read.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
This is the point I want to get to. God said when you get there, when you get into captivity for not serving me, I'm going to give you a trembling heart. You know what it means when something trembles? It shake, right? Your mind racing right now thinking about what you got to do. You hearing me, but you're like, man, I probably got to run over here today. I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you smoke a cigarette, you're like, if I hit this cigarette, it'll calm my mind down a little bit. Would you ever say my nerves is bad in your life? Now you don't got bad nerves? So why are you smoking a cigarette then? For your enjoyment. You just told me 2 seconds ago it was because of stress. Now it's for your enjoyment. It's one or the other, sis. You're not nervous. Okay. Are you stressed though? Okay, so the cigarette, huh? Who ain't stressed? Who ain't stressed? The people that's oppressing you. The people that own all these businesses that you have, they ain't stressed. They wake up in the morning when they want to wake up.
That's right.
No, they not. You paying them to not be stressed. Whenever they think about being stressed, they say, you know what, I'm going to build me another building. I'm going to go and take a trip over here. They not going through what you're going through. They not going to get fish from a market in the hood. They not smoking cigarettes to survive. They not doing that. I'm telling you for a fact. Jeff Bezos is building rocket ships and going up into space for no damn reason, sis. That's how I know. You ain't building rocket ships. You smoking cigarettes trying to survive, sis.
Bring it out.
Read that again. I'm not trying to get too ugly. I'm just trying to show you what the Bible says. Read that again. But our people, come on, sis. You know, come here and learn. That's what you got to do. Our people will hear this and will run away from the truth. Read that again.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night.
So our people, their lives hang in doubt. Every single day they wondering if they're going to be all right, if they're going to get killed, if they're going to get gunned down. That's why we turn into cigarettes. That's why we turn into things to inebriate us, because we want to not have that stress on our head. But when you ask, are you stressed? You say, nah, I'm not stressed. I'm going through it a little bit, but I ain't stressed. Our people are going through hell out here, and that's why we need cigarettes and alcohol to try to numb it a little bit. Read that again.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life.
It's a terrible existence to wake up every day and not know if you're going to make it back home every day. That's what our people go through. We don't know if we're going to be able to pay our bills. We don't know what the plan is. We don't have nothing going on in our lives. So we turn to cigarettes and alcohol because we don't want the stress of thinking about that. God said, until you turn back to me, that stress is going to be on you. A cigarette's not going to heal it. Alcohol is not going to heal it. The only thing you can do is turn back to God. Come back.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone, 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.